Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. We've got a little Angel Reese to talk about. Yes, we have to do it. It's going to be fun. Angel roasted Reese. Angel the bricklayer Reese. Angel Miss OF 2029 Reese. Too much?
Be cool.
Anyway, Angel, this is wild. So and here's why we're going to talk about this. Because again, this goes back to the okay. Angel Reese, I love how she just randomly put stuff out there and you're supposed to guess what it is, I guess. But anyway, y'all be feeling too entitled, thinking y'all opinions matter about somebody else's life instead of minding your own business. I promise you win at life when you just live your own life and mind your own business. I promise. Wow. Okay. That's kind of wild coming from Angel Reese. But here's the other thing, and it goes back to this absolute ridiculous mentality. But we're gonna go through a couple of comments first, and I'm gonna make some points because the Pope, shout out to Pope. Just like you got in Caitlin's business, stalking and taunting her at the end of the game, all because you said she disrespected your SEC sisters. Yeah, you actually put your business in the streets for everyone to say something. Yes. Y'all hear that go by? No? I was some seriously loud radio in the car. Anyway, here's the other thing that I'll say. Here's what I want to get into. Well, we'll go through a couple of more of these. And yet you worry about what the NBA players' salaries are. Pretty sure you missed a layup and rebounded it while you typed this. Awfully entitled of you to think others are too entitled. I am. Take your own advice and mind your own business. Thanks, but I'll choose not to take life advice from a 22-year-old who exhibits every single symptom of narcissistic personality disorder. When I look back in 20 years, you know what I'm saying? When I look back in 20 years, I know y'all, I'm not just watching for one person. Y'all watching because of me too, and I just want y'all to realize that.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So if you want to be jealous of Caitlin Clark, that's fine and fully understandable. But if you're getting chesty over the threat of sitting out based on the upcoming CBA, that's just ludicrous. The players have zero leverage and you know it. So here's what I'm going to say about this, what I think is absolutely wild. You're posting on social media. Again, common theme of the WNBA, right? You're posting on social media and you can post your feelings, you can post whatever you want, your viewpoint, but no one else can dare respond or have a different opinion. Now, is this not also the woman that we keep hearing is so popular because she has like 5 million Instagram followers? You are making your life about other people getting into your business because that is how you get paid. That is exactly what influencers do. And that is what Angel Reese is. She is an influencer. She is a social media influencer, and it is absolutely bizarre for a social media influencer to post something like this on social media. And here's what I will say about it with regard to basketball. Again, it goes back to this insane entitlement, not understanding that you need customers, you need fans. They are going to be in your business because that is the nature of the business model. It is not a good idea to tell your customers to go away, to tell your customers to sit down and shut up. This is absolutely bizarre to me. Please, please, WNBA this year, please get all of these players into a seminar, not on OF, but a seminar on how you deal with your customer base, how you deal with the media, how you answer questions. how you choke down your sense of entitlement and at least pretend to be likable and pretend to care about the fans that sit in the seats and buy the tickets and watch on TV that allows you to exist. And it goes back when I'm saying that every time I just in the back of my head, I think, yeah, okay, I get it. The WNBA, unfortunately, is an exception because the NBA is the sugar daddy. The sugar daddy's got to stop giving out the sugar. No more money for the WNBA. They are starting their new media rights deal. It is time they stand on their own. No more money covering losses from the NBA. No more. That's it. That may change their tunes. That may change their tunes on this because this is absolutely wild. And I just want to share. I thought this was funny. And the reason I went through the whole social media influencer, I don't think people get mad when I say stuff like that. But again, she doesn't have basketball fans. That is the problem. What was it? Under 100, under 200,000. Those were what she was getting for her games at Unrivaled. If her social media followers equated to basketball viewership, those numbers would have been seven figures. But they're not because Angel Reese's fans are not fans of Angel Reese as a basketball player. By the way, check this out. This is the Chicago Sky preseason game, right? That's being played at LSU, right? We're sending the Bayou Barbie back. But look at all these tickets. The entire upper deck, most what 20, $30. It's all open. By the way, it's these light ones are not available, but the rest of these, look, $40 for there, man. $40. These are all open, open. Even some that are like right courtside open, $60. There are a ton of tickets available for this game. So I ask you again, does Angel Reese actually have basketball fans? You all talking about how popular she is. And I'll tell you what, you don't get popular with this attitude. I hate to break it to you, but when you put yourself out there and you do, like the Pope said, you're stalking Caitlin Clark around the court, acting like an obnoxious, entitled child, people are going to have opinions about that, and it is their right to do so. I do not understand what world you are living in that you think that you can somehow have opinions about something, that you can put your opinion out there. For example, say, do you not have a podcast where you talk about all of this stuff? And what, other people can't opine on what you do and say? Get over yourself. You're not that important. But you do allow for me to create sometimes, in my opinion, rather entertaining content. Not everyone is going to agree, and that's fine. I don't mind. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I just thought this was kind of wild that she would post something like this, considering what she does for a living. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Go have the day you deserve.